back to get a little further in 999 today. If you remember last time, we got through one of the puzzle sections, ran into a bunch of very interesting discussions about the Titanic and some other weird I don't know how to describe it. Sci-fi elements, things that may or not be true, weird rumors, something like that. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. Because we were about to get to another puzzle section and see if we can figure out what's going on here. So we got to, let's see if we can, I think we had a map? Yeah. So we get to the kitchen, and I guess the first thing to do will be to start looking around this area to see what all we can find. Those 9 plates look pretty expensive. Plates for appetizers. Appetizers usually come on square plates. I would say that's probably not important, but who knows, it might actually be. Okay. Weird reference there, but sure. 1, 2, 3, there's 10 these other plates. Soup plates, okay, so there's 10 soup plates. Hold on a minute. Okay, so there's 9 appetizer plates, 10 soup plates. I feel like this is going to be important. 15 seafood plates? Yeah, I don't know. No, of course. Uh, 9, 10, 15, and these other wavy plates for meat, apparently. Oh, we don't know how many of those there are, apparently. There's a voucher at the end of the counter. This voucher doesn't match the number of the plates on the table. Appetizer 9, meat 10, soup A, seafood dish F. Okay, so hexadecimal, it's 9, soup is 10, seafood is 15, meat dish is going to be 16 actually, if it's in base hexadecimal. Yep, 16 meat, 15 seafood. Yeah, they're using hexadecimal. Okay, so yeah, hexadecimal is something that gets used a lot in programming. So yeah, it uses A through F to represent 11 through 15. There you go. They're actually going to spell it out for us. And yeah, so basically each tens digit is now actually worth 16. So like 20 would be 32, 30 would be 48 in decimal. Yep. Decimal. I mean, it's obviously some kind of hint, but I don't know. I'll have to explore everything else. Oh, so I'm gonna give you a pop quiz. So 15 plus 9 would be 24, which in base 16 would be, well, it wouldn't be 24, but it would be like 18 in base 16, obviously. Okay, so there's nothing else related to this apparently. Serving table. Doesn't seem right here. Yeah, the plates are clearly some kind of clue. Countertop over here. Rolling pin, a colander, nothing useful. Yeah, okay. A ladle. So, we might have to get closer to look at some of these things, because these Yeah, nothing any really special. Here's something. Pot made of silver. Of course, anime trope distractions. Is this thing really that unimportant, though? Apparently so, because he doesn't seem to react to it. Table for preparing food. Whetstone. Okay. No? Yeah, that would be bad. So we'll probably have to combine this with something that's not sharp. That's my guess. And a sink with dishes in it. Yeah, it doesn't seem too helpful. Although the sink could potentially be helpful if we need to wash something off. Trash can, nothing. Yeah, I don't know what that was really about, but sure. Countertop still seems unuseful. Okay, so that's probably gonna have to go closer to. Oh, hey, what is this? Well, the only numbers we've gotten so far were in hexadecimal, and there is no F key on here, so... The numbers we found on the voucher earlier? Yeah, but those were... Yeah. It's not going to actually let me type it in to see how many buttons there are. Okay, well... Obviously something important must be in here if there's a lock on an iron oven. Yeah. So, some pots, pressure cooker. This game came out several years ago. I think it was before? Okay, never mind. Basil seasoning, that's not important. Here's this, which is some kind of drawer. Okay. But do we open it? No, it's stuck. Okay. The area under the plate opens up. Oh, never mind. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so here, 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 here. Those 4 places. Also these doors. Can't open the exit door. Another door. Then these doors. Oh, okay. Iron barrel. Maybe don't open that. Cheese. No. bottle of oil. Okay. Number of cheeses. A little bit of information about the cheese. Well, I guess we have food. Although, we don't really know how long this has been here. Ah, more supplies. Ooh.
A rusty knife? I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
It's
All right,
futile.
well-
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Huh? Why were you thinking about futility?
Well, it has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
This again.
Yep. Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
I think I have heard of that actually. It was like a book or something that was just eerily similar to it, I think.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. There was a novel that had a bunch of stuff in it that described the sinking of the Titanic before it actually sank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one. The title of the novel is Futility. It was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. But
I know. I mean, I didn't know the name of the book, but the story was the same, right? It was just like what happened on the Titanic?
yeah,
Well, I heard it was all a hoax.
a hoax.
I heard that the stuff that matched up to the Titanic so well was actually added after it sank. Apparently, the only thing that was the same originally was that a boat ran into an iceberg and sank.
But the novel was published in 1898, 14 years before the accident.
Like I said, that was the first print of the book. 14 years later, the author heard about what happened to the Titanic. He figured that was his chance, you know? He just went back and changed some stuff in his novel, so that it matched the Titanic exactly.
Really?
Really? There's no such thing as premonitions or any of that stuff.
But, that wasn't the only book that predicted the Titanic sinking.
It wasn't?
Yep. There were two other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead. Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892. Stead wrote two stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, two ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that.
Hmm?
But what if Stead had some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
What? Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
That's not it.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
What?
What are you smoking?
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
I feel like that's a little different.
Well, Well, why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Huh? But...
Come on, let's get back to it.
Yeah, you know, there is that whole, like, 9-hour time limit thing. So now we have a couple of things. Could maybe combine this. Nothing else? Okay. Alright. About this one. It's a bolt. And it's really rusty. We try cutting the bolt. Oh, lubricant, of course. Wow. Alright. He's really enthusiastic about that.
Oh, it's cold in here. What is this place?
Are you blind? It's a freezer.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now.
But...
Huh?
No! Why did it suddenly close? Ah! The knob's frozen!
But why?
It looks like the pipe next to it broke, and...
Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door!
What do you want? What's going on?
The door won't open! Try opening it from that side, please!
Oh, fine. If you say so. Hold on. It's no use. It won't budge. You've got more people in there. You figure it out.
Oh.
God damn it.
Great voice acting.
Anyway, let's find a way out.
So now we have to find a way out in the middle of finding a way out.
If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
Two heads are better than none. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room, okay?
Right.
Alright, so... it's only this and this. So, what do we got here? Frozen meat. A chunk of pork. Need to defrost it somehow. Nothing else on that shelf. What is this? Dry ice. Interesting. Can make an explosion if you seal it in something that's airtight. Explode? Yeah. Fair enough.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again.
Hell if I know. How is that gonna help us anyway?
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees. Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
Oh, how do you know that?
Despite my looks, I'm the the queen of random knowledge.
Looks bad to mess up
Okay.
when you're showing off.
Amazing voice acting here.
Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yes, that's right.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird? I wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
What? He wanted out of the freezer now. It did seem rather odd. What?
How the hell would I know? And how the hell is that going to help us get out of here? We don't have time for this crap.
But it can turn into a liquid.
Oh, that was his response. I see.
Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure.
This isn't really a good time for a chat about science.
Yeah.
But I was wondering the same thing.
Wondering what?
Wondering why carbon dioxide doesn't turn into a liquid unless it's under pressure.
Right? It just seems weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees. So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide? H2O and CO2 are pretty similar.
I mean, no.
No, they're not. They're totally different substances. Look, guys, if we keep this up, we're just gonna freeze to death. You good with that? You want to die talking about sublimation and gases? Because I sure as hell don't. Now let's get back to work. Assuming you don't want to end up like a pair of ice sculptures.
Junpei making a lot of sense
Jumpy.
here.
There's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees. I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees? You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
Don't melt until it's 96 degrees. They're gonna want to talk about it regardless. We might as well
So
listen.
what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Okay.
Ice 9?
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author. But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
I feel like this is something with the game world, but okay.
Wait, hold up.
Actually, 1 second.
So is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O. Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite. They're both made of carbon, right? But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
Really good to be talking about this while we're freezing to death.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yep. Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin? For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it. But whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920, some glycerin on its way to England by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip. Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seeds. Oh, a seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance. With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy. However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize, even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed. And it didn't end there. After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is. All glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize.
I feel like this is gonna be another one of those weird, like, made-up stories, but okay.
But once the crystallization had begun, it was almost like... How do I put it? It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating.
Mm-hmm.
Communicating in some way that we can't sense. And now it's happening everywhere.
I mean, honestly,
What does that have to do with Ice 9?
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean.
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad. If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees, man.
It'd be the end of the world. At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick.
yeah, about that.
Alright, guys, I think that's enough of that. I didn't think we'd get quite this far off topic. I mean, I know I'm kinda at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore.
At least he realizes it.
So seriously, I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland. I freaking hate the cold.
Kind of an ironic choice there, then.
So let's get cracking, alright? We gotta find a way out of here.
Selfish, isn't he? Ice 9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this freezer.
Yeah, that part. Was there anything else in here? Oh, frozen chicken. Okay. What? Oh, I feel like this is something dumb. Yeah, that's more the important part, I think. I don't know. Rope? Okay. Attach it to the chicken. No. Anything else? Well, they said to take some of it out, but none of it... Oh, okay, some of it is removable. Anything else? No, nothing else that looks useful. Okay. So anything else we can pick up from this side? Doesn't seem like it, so let's take a look at this side. So, yeah. So we need something that can break this lock, okay. Or can break the frozen water, yeah, okay. Water, dry ice. Seal container together, okay, so... we have a container. Can we combine these? I have to combine these in some way, I think. Though, first... put warm water in the bottle? No. Okay, I have to combine these in some way. Can't cut these until they are... Oh. I know. No? Can't? I thought maybe I could use that to thaw this out and then cut it open, but apparently not. I don't actually know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I thought maybe I would use the water, collect the water in the bottle, or maybe run it on some of the frozen mead. I need it to be in the container for the dry ice to be important. There's something else I have to... Windows. Windows not helpful. Maybe I'm supposed to cut a length of rope? No. Cut open the dry ice packaging? No. Well, now I'm not sure what to do. So, when in doubt, try a whole bunch of things until one of them works. Ah, okay. So I had to break it into pieces with the hammer. Gotcha. Now I can put this into the bottle. Use this with... I didn't realize I need to break them into pieces first. And then I can put this into this bottle, I think. Maybe? Hook the bottle to the doorknob somehow. Okay, maybe... It's bottle to the doorknob. Okay, so we need the rope. Okay. Combine the water bottle with the rope. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Took a bit of doing, but figured it out.
Put water into the bottle with dry ice, and make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on the doorknob. Alright, that's set. So, what do we do now?
We just need to give it a little, tap. The bottle's already about to pop. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go off all on its own.
A small rock. Huh. A small rock. Alright, this ought to do the trick.
Ah, some dry ice, huh? Not a bad idea.
You're not supposed to touch that
Alright,
stuff.
guys, stand back. Actually, we should probably hide somewhere.
Where exactly do you expect us to hide, genius?
There isn't really anywhere big enough.
Yeah, there is. Look, right here. We can hide in there.
Or in here.
Come on, get inside, quick. All right, here I go. 3, 4, 5.
You're counting the wrong way.
Oh, oops.
That is a really sad excuse for a joke, man.
Sorry, dude. All right, for real this time. You guys ready?
Yes, whenever you're ready.
Just throw the damn thing.
All right, here I go. 3, 2, 1.
Jumpy! The ice on the door! Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
The blast must have shattered it.
Yes. All right, let's see if it opens.
Hooray! We're out!
Move! Oh, god damn it! Hot, 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 hot! Fuck!
Well, you did just grab the grill. What did you think would happen? Hey, where's Lotus?
Ooh, welcome back. I was starting to get tired of waiting for you guys.
What were you doing?
What do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting.
We were gonna die.
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything worked out all right, didn't it?
What the hell?
Kind of blasé about it.
Just kidding. It might not look like it, but I was really worried.
Oh, don't give me that crap.
I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too. See? I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door. But I couldn't find anything. So, all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
Fine. But there's one thing I have to ask you.
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
What? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you die, then I die too.
Yeah, I guess so. If she really wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside. But she didn't. Well, she didn't do anything. She's only lazy, or negligent at least. Not an attempted murderer. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, yes, well that's all right. As long as you understand.
Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over. Especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death.
How rude! I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching? Let's go.
Alright, so we went through all that to essentially get this chunk of pork. Presumably, we're gonna end up using this guy. Yep. Well, fortunately, alright, C plus 10 plus F. A is 10, B is 11, A is 10, B is 11, D is 12, C is 13. Wait, no. A is 10, B is 11, C is 12. C is 12, F is 15, and the middle one is actually 16. So 12, 15, 16 is going to be 31, 43, which converted back into hexadecimal is going to be something like 32 plus 11, so 2B? No. Anyways, so I think that means this guy. Yep. Oh wait, but we can't enter this as hexadecimal, so we need to enter it as actual decimal probably. Yep, so instead of 30 or 2B, it's just 43. Yep. Hey, a key card. Alright. And this looks familiar because we saw earlier, it was an elevator, I think, that needed this. So, yeah, elevator next to the main staircase. Yep. Oh. Yeah, that actually won't help us get out. Maybe? Oh. I don't know what else we would use, though, so... Hey, it does work. Cool.
I think we've been here before.
The elevators are over there, so that means...
We went into the kitchen through that door and came out on this side.
That means the map was right.
Looks like.
Then let's use it to plan our next move.
Next move?
Yeah, we need to decide where to go from here, don't we?
He's right. Let's get started.
From the looks of it, there are 4 possible routes. Let's just keep it simple and call them A, B, C, and D. First, A and B.
They both seem to connect to a room that looks L-shaped.
Yeah, there were 2 doors. But they were both locked. We couldn't open them.
Now, Route C. This goes all the way to the main staircase.
That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
Then do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
No, I don't think we will.
Why not?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? When we went into the kitchen, it was closed. But it's open now. What do you think that means?
They opened it.
Most likely.
And if we take Route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
Then that means...
Route D, then.
D it is.
Yup, Route D.
Then we're set. Everything looks okay here.
Let's check the next deck just to be sure.
Yeah, just like I thought. D-Deck is totally underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
At least the water level hasn't really changed.
Small comfort.
May as well head back to C-Deck.
What else is here?
There are 2 elevators over there at the top of the stairs. Just like the floor above.
Hold on. These are kind of different. See? There's a card reader on the side.
Another strange mark.
Hey, look! It's Lotus's symbol.
Huh?
See? It's the woman symbol with horns on it. That seems like... Oh, ouch, 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 ouch!
What was that about the mark again?
Nothing.
This is a Mercury symbol.
Well then.
The horns symbolize the wings on Hermes' staff.
Hermes herpes, whatever.
Okay, that's not what you said, but sure.
If we can't get this thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, that's the actual point.
In other words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on it.
Probably.
I guess we can't get on then. Let's just disregard the elevators for now.
How about this hallway on the left?
Whoa, there's so many doors.
Damn it. If we try and search all these, the sun's gonna go down before we've done half of them.
I think the sun already set.
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon.
That's even worse.
Well, we can come back to this hallway later. Let's check the hallway on the other side, shall we?
Time to head back to the stairs.
And now the right hallway.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them.
All right, let's start with this one. Huh, it isn't locked. I'm going to open it. What?
What the hell is this? This place is huge.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
Is this a hospital?
It definitely has the smell.
Could be. I see medicine cabinets and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end. The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the second door blank? That seems kind of strange, don't you think?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Well, they're not going to open normally.
Oh, it's no use.
Well, of course. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the notary game? We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look, the display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember? The red at the central staircase? If no one was inside, it said vacant.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But this one,
There's nothing on it.
right?
I wonder if it's broken.
Only one way to find out.
It's not responding.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
None of them are working.
What does it mean?
I knew it. They're broken. Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
No, that's impossible. You really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why this thing ain't working.
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed.
Snake!
I'm not going to do it.
Ace! Clover! 7!
How?
How did you guys? How did you end up here?
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information. There you have it. Our half of the story.
Okay, let me see if I got all this straight. When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
Yeah.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh. So you followed the voices and came back here.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Why don't we check those 3 reds again, just in case?
You're right. Huh. There's a long, thin gap on the bottom. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Hospital rooms. That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however. I was able to get a good feel of it. I believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's the Gigantic.
The Gigantic?
What is this gigantic?
The Gigantic. She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. Actually, the Titanic had 2 sister ships, and they looked exactly the same. The Gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched. The British Navy took her over and made her a hospital ship. At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gordain bought her. Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself. Which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. But the Gigantic wasn't. And seeing as she was identical...
So you're saying this Lord Gordain bought this ship?
Yeah, at least I think
Well, I mean, you did. That's what you said.
Impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
It could still be a replica, I guess.
Pipe down. Just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic.
Well,
I mean, I kind of felt like we were just guessing at ideas here.
this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So, I just figured.
Yeah.
Goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
No, I've got more.
Like?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Memory isn't back?
Yeah.
Your point being?
Wait, was I the only one that didn't know? Why?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. Told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What?
A bell.
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway. 10, 11, 12. 12.
It's midnight.
Then we've still got 6 hours left, right?
We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, not just one.
It's actually different from what he said.
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Don't freak out. We've already searched 4 of them.
That seemed like there were a lot
4
more than
rooms?
4.
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
I guess they just know
There
how
are
many there are.
48 other rooms?
Maybe?
Alright, so everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah.
Yes!
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah. Sounds straightforward enough.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right. Then let's do this.
Oh,
It's a 1. I better get back to the others. Huh? What are they doing over there? What happened, guys?
Jumpy, look!
Vacant? Come on, guys. Who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Well,
What the hell? What is up with you guys?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
You don't know?
When I got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red.
What? Let me see. You're right. It's in there. What about the other 2?
They're the same.
Let me take a look. It's just as you said. Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right?
Correct.
none.
Huh. Wait a minute.
somebody's
Snake?
missing.
Does that mean that he found them?
I've no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do is pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place.
No! That's impossible! Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see. So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible!
Okay, then where is he?
Hey, hold on, Clover. Wait! Well, that didn't work. Damn it. What should we do now?
Well, the red is working now.
No! We're not leaving 2 people behind! We should go look for them!
Oh man, this ain't good.
Oh, yes, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We've only 5 hours left.
Let's split up.
All right, I'll take this direction.
Then I shall look that way.
I'll be over here.
See you all later.
All right, we should go too.
Yes, let's go! But where should we start?
Let's see.
Wow, I have no idea. The casino? We've already seen the large hospital room. We've seen the hallway with all the rooms. I don't know if we saw the first... Okay, we were in the first class cabin before, right? I think that's where we saw the original set of puzzles. I don't think we've been to the casino. So maybe we try going there.
How about the casino on B deck?
Okay, let's go, Jumpy.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm just not seeing it.
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
I don't think that's the problem.
Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
We can listen.
What is it?
Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up?
Team up?
Yeah. What? You need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door?
Why?
Even if we wanted to, that's impossible.
Why?
Jumpy's bracelet number is 5, mine is 6, and yours is 8. Our digital route would be 1.
Yeah, that's not
But
any of
there's
the
no
doors.
number 1 door in the large hospital room. The only doors there are 3, 7, and 8.
You would need a 2, a 6, or a 7. We already have a 6, so that, well, you'd have to use 2 people.
Then we add another person.
Huh?
Who?
What? Isn't that easy? 7.
Oh, if we add 7, 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 equals 26. The digital root of 26, 2 plus 6 equals 8. Wait a minute. What about the other 4? Ace, Snake, Santa, and Clover.
Well, why don't you add them up?
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. And 1 plus 0 equals 1. The digital root for those 4 would be 1.
That's right.
And you know the number 1 door isn't in the big hospital room, right?
Of course I know that.
No! Are you saying you'd leave them behind?
Of course not. What kind of woman do you think I am? Once we get off the ship, we could come back and rescue them, couldn't we?
Yeah, but I wonder if there's a combination that lets everybody go through.
Then we wouldn't really be leaving them behind.
Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you do anything of the sort.
Really? Why do you think that?
You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape, there's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours.
Well, you never know until you try.
Also, hold on a second. So currently we've got 1, 2, assuming we find these 2, we've got 1 through 8. Could we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The total, the combined root is going to be 9. So we can split that up a number of ways. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. But they're all going to be pairs of 1 and 8. And we can't split up into 3 groups because we're missing the 9th person. If we had the 9th person, we could actually make this work. Because you could have... what is it? You have that for 8. that for 7, and that for 3. So if you had everybody, you could actually go through all 3 doors as 3 groups of 3. But I'm not sure there's a way you can get... Because 3, there's no combination of... Yeah, these add up to 9, but if you're missing one of them... Yeah, you can't, so... If there's all 8 of us, then we're gonna have to leave somebody behind because, like, let's say, for example, say 1, 2, and 5 go through door number 8, then that leaves 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8 for either door number 7 or 3. Yeah, somebody's digital route is going to be off. And if you try to go through, like, door number 7, so like 1, 2, and 4, then the remaining 5 people's digital route will be 2. Yeah, because they have to add up. If you're only doing 2 of them, they have to add up to 9. So yeah, I don't think there is actually a way now, because that one guy died, that you can actually get everyone through a door. Which is not great, because unless we can get... So far, you know, we ended up needing everyone to meet back up after going through the doors to get through the next set. So if we start losing more people, then the odds of us being able to get through another set of doors becomes even lower.
No, you're not thinking this through. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship.
Right.
The 4 of us couldn't open door 9. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Right, because at the end you're going to need to be able to go through a 9 door.
The digital route for the 4 of us would be 8, so we'd have to add Ace to make 9.
That's right. Unless we bring Ace too, we'll be stuck.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate? That's all you have to say?
Well, let's try and find another way, okay? A way to get out of here with all 8 of us.
That's impossible. Are you being serious?
Yeah, I think it is actually impossible now.
And you do know that only 5 people, at most, can go through one of the numbered doors, right? The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind.
I mean, technically, assuming the doors can open more than once, if all 8 of you were to get to the last door, what would it be? Like, you could do that, and then one group of 4 could go through, and then another group of 4 could go through.
Huh.
But you have to get all 8 people to that door, and I'm not sure we can get all 8 people through the current set of doors.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
It's weird. We'll have to figure it out.
Oh, wait just a second.
Or is he going to figure out the thing that I just thought of?
Really big detail. Is that really okay? That means 3 people will die in the end. Are you okay with that? That's just...
You think I could have a moment alone? There are some things I need to think about.
I need to do some math in my head.
That didn't turn out to be a very pleasant conversation.
Yeah. Well, regardless, let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay?
Yes, you're right. We can think about those other things later.
Yeah. Alright, where should we go next?
I guess we'll keep looking on B deck for now.
Let's go take a look at the first class cabin. It's really close. Are you alright?
Of course we can talk to her.
Look, I know you're really worried, but...
Alone. Alone.
Hmm?
Alone. I said leave me alone! You're so annoying! Just go away and leave me alone! Just looking at you guys is pissing me off!
Oh. Oh, okay
Go
then.
away, okay? Just go somewhere else. Stop bothering me.
Why
are you still here? Didn't you hear me? Huh? Forget it. If you aren't gonna leave, then I'll just...
Alright, let's go, June.
Yeah.
We really need to find Snake, for Clover's sake.
I mean, that seemed a little extreme even for that.
So, where do you think we should go next?
Well, we've already been to the casino, so I guess we'll go to the hallway with all the rooms.
Why don't we go back to C-Deck? We can take a look at that hallway with all the rooms.
Okay, let's get going then.
Oh, it's Ace.
Hey, Snake! Where are you? Answer me if you're there!
Let's go.
Ah, hello there. Snake is... Well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet?
Yeah, doesn't seem like you're having any luck either.
I really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can. For Clover's sake.
Right.
By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
Why would you say that?
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They don't look alike at all.
Yes, you know, now that you mention it, they don't. Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another. It certainly isn't rare. At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time.
Not unlike we've been doing for a lot of this last few hours.
Very well. Let's get back to the search, shall we? You can leave this area to me.
All right. Let's go, Jumpy.
Something about that was... I'll think on it later. Like Ace said, finding Snake is our top priority.
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't. Nothing about that seemed really suspicious. I mean, he is correct.
All right, where should we go next?
Well, I feel like the hospital room is just gonna... There's no reason to go back to these two places, though.
Why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Okay, let's go then.
Hey, wait. That's...
Yeah, he's still hanging out here.
Santa?
Not what I wanted.
What are you doing?
What? You can't tell? I'm checking out the red.
Why? Is there something bothering you?
What? It's not bothering you?
Huh?
The guts of this red. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in here?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm curious too, but
Who do you think did it?
I don't know.
Well, what about you, Junpei? Who do you think fixed this thing for us?
I mean... This is actually a good question. Lotus said she was here first. She didn't see anyone. She hasn't actually... She has been kind of weird when we talked to her. It could also be Snake, but then why wouldn't he still be here after fixing them? And who knows what Zero's doing? Yeah, I don't know. This one makes the most sense, except I don't know why he would, like, wait to have us waste time. Unless he's... Yeah, I don't know. This is weird.
I think it was probably Zero.
Why?
Isn't that obvious? He's the guy who set this whole thing up.
You don't think that should mean the opposite? Seems to me like that means he didn't do it. I mean, who do you think took that stuff out in the first place?
Probably Zero.
Yeah, exactly. And why the hell would he put him back in after he'd taken them out himself?
I mean, is he trying to stall us? Or, like, keep us from being too grouped together?
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Why
I don't
do
know.
all that work.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So, what happened then? Who put that stuff back in the Reds?
So, in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the red.
Bingo! We have a winner.
But if that's true, then the person who did it doesn't want the rest of us to know that they fixed it.
Yeah,
But why?
no idea. Maybe if they come clean on that, it means we'd find out something else. Something bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. But whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding. Of course, it could have something to do with Snake's disappearance.
Yeah, I mean, that... If it's one of us, then presumably it was him, I guess? But...
You
what-
think maybe they did something to Snake?
Yeah. Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose. You've gotta be careful. The person you trust the most could turn out to be the one who stabs you in the back.
He said while someone else was standing right next to him.
And that's that, I guess.
Is there any point in going back to these
Let's
places?
go take a look around.
Okay,
There's no. Let's try somewhere else.
Okay.
Let's go back downstairs and check out that hallway with all the doors. Oh, nobody's. Let's look somewhere else.
but where?
Why don't we go back to the?
Okay, let's...
Okay, so I guess nothing else.
I don't think anyone is
happening.
here.
I don't know why that one's grayed out.
Let's go take a look.
Okay,
Nothing? Nothing.
Let's try
okay. Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with this, but
sure.
sure. Let's. I think
don't
I think we're
any-
done.
Snake hasn't been anywhere we've searched. And we can't keep looking for him. Wherever he is, it's not here. We need to get moving.
We don't got a choice. Lotus is right. We're not gonna find Snake. There's a problem, though. We've got to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Yes, I have a proposal. Why don't we decide on one person to sacrifice?
Sacrifice?
Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word, but yes. You've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors.
Mm-hmm.
If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people respectively, then 3 people will be left behind. If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people respectively, then 2 people will be left behind. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then only 1 person will be left behind.
Wait a minute. We split into 2 teams of people, 1 and 3 respectively. Right, because we can't get 2 teams to go through the door, I think. Yeah. Because without Snake, now there's only 7 of us. Hold on. Because if we're missing 2, now that leaves us with these 7. If they're Because you can basically, if you need multiple groups of a digital root grouping to go together, then you can add the resultant digital roots together. Because numbers are weird. So what that means is if we want to go through 2 doors, we need to either have 1, 2, or 6. Currently we have 7. So we can't do it. So we... yeah. So if we wanted to go through this one, 3 and 7, then we would need to leave 6 behind. Yeah, because so we want to go through doors 3 and 7. We need a total digital root of 1, which means if we leave 6 behind, we can have 2 teams of 3 go through the 3 and 7 doors. If we want to go through 3 and 8, we would need to leave myself behind. And if we want to go through doors 7 and 8, we would need 6, which means from 7, we'd need to leave 1 behind. So it basically means either June, myself, or Ace need to stay behind. Yeah, no, she's right.
Then you're saying we gotta decide who's gonna stay behind.
Yes, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the best solution.
I mean...
The other 6 are to survive. Then one person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel.
What's so cruel about it?
To just sacrifice someone like that?
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
That's not what I meant. We shouldn't sacrifice anyone.
And we don't have... Even if Snake shows up later, we don't have 2 groups that can go through 3, 7, and 8, even with all 8 people. So leaving 2 people behind... If we tried to leave 2 people behind so that Snake could go with them if he showed up later, somehow, the other 5 people wouldn't be able to go... either the other 5 people wouldn't be able to go through a door, or those 2 people with Snake wouldn't... Yeah, it doesn't work out.
I told you, that's impossible. Wake up.
Whoa, calm down, you 2. Look, what Lotus is trying to say is, you should aim to bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest amount of people, right?
Exactly. That's how democracy works.
I mean... It's not quite
And for
how
that
that
reason,
works, but
I
sure.
think the only fair way to decide who will be sacrificed is through a vote. What do you think?
I don't think a vote really matters. There's only 3 people for which this combination can work.
No, that's terrible.
I'm not asking you. Shut up. What about you, Senko?
Me? Well, I agree, I guess.
All right, that's 1 vote for. Counting mine, that's 2. 7.
I can't say I agree with you, but we don't exactly have a choice. If we don't do something, we're all gonna die.
Huh, glad to see you get it. If I can get 1 more vote, then it's decided. What about you, Clover? Hey, Clover. Your brother has to be behind one of the numbered doors.
What?
We've searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Doesn't that mean he has to have gone through one of them somehow?
But how? He can't go through them by himself.
Let's go look for him together, okay? If we sacrifice one person, then we can go look for him. You agree with me, right?
Okay.
Like, I don't necessarily disagree with this logic, but something's weird about the way she's saying it.
The motion carries. Now, let's start a vote too.
That won't be necessary. I will stay. That should solve our problem, yes?
Well, I mean, he's one of the only 3 for whom it would work.
Ace, what are you saying? No, you can't do that. That won't solve anything.
June, I'm afraid you may have misunderstood me. I said I would stay, but I never said I would sacrifice myself.
Huh?
I trust you. Each and every one of you. I believe you'll come back for me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's optimistic, and then there's just nuts. Those doors only go one way. You go in, you don't come out. If we go through them,
You won't be able to return, correct?
Well...
yeah.
True, but that will not be the case once you've escaped from the ship.
Where is it? Because there's one thing in that we got that... Because we got that one key card that... I mean, yeah, it let us get out of that room, but also it had the same symbol as the elevator, right? So maybe there is a way to get back to the beginning area. Because otherwise, why would they give you a key card that worked for the elevator that you couldn't access until later? We'll see.
What?
Please, I beg you. Once you've escaped, come back and rescue me. Ideally, within the time limit Zero has given us.
No, that's ridiculous. There's no way we could get back in time. We've only got 5 hours left. We don't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we gonna find someone to come and rescue you?
Then, perhaps you would prefer to stay instead of me? Or perhaps you would be willing to leave June behind?
Yep, those are the other 2.
You see, there's no other choice. Then I see we've come to our conclusion. Go on. Don't worry yourselves about me. Go, quickly.
Good. Let's accept his kind offer then.
Good. I think this is the best for me. Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. It may be my age, but I get tired so easily these days.
Well, what are you waiting for? We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up?
You're right. We should get going. That's all we can do right now.
7.
Seriously. Honestly, I was getting kind of sick of listening to you guys talk.
You too, Santa?
I have to find my brother.
Wait, all of you. Let's just calm down and think about this. There has to be a way to get everyone out. There has to be.
I mean, if we hadn't already lost 2 people, then maybe. Yeah, you would be able to if you had all 9 people. But, yeah.
Right, Jumpy? Say something.
Yeah, let's think. There's gotta be another way.
Fine. Forget about it. I'll figure it out on my own. Ace! Come on, Ace. Please stand up. You can't give up yet. We just have to sit down together and think about this. We'll figure out a way that we can all get out of here. Ace! What happened? Ace, say something.
Uh-oh.
I'm all right.
How are you all right?
This.
A syringe?
Where the heck did he get that?
Soparil beta. What does this do? Did Did you use this?
Yes. It's just anesthetic. I'll be fine.
Anesthetic.
I found it earlier.
Oh,
While
right.
we were searching
Hospital
the
ship.
hospital rooms. I thought it might be useful later. I didn't think I'd be using it on myself.
Why did you do this?
Didn't I tell you? I'd like to take a nap. I really am. Very tired.
Ace,
Is there something you want to say? I just like to sleep a little. Could you keep it down?
no, don't, Ace, don't fall asleep.
You feel warm. So comfortable. I think I'll have a nice dream.
Ace! Ace!
Let's get him up on a bed.
Well, we really don't have a choice now. We can't let his sacrifice go to waste. Right?
Like you even mean that.
You say something?
No, nothing.
Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, we haven't decided who's going in what door.
Ah, yes. Yes, that's true.
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
So 1 and 2 are missing. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which means that we're essentially going in doors 7 and 8. Which means, okay. How many options do we actually have here? We actually might have a few different options. Because we could do 3, 6, 7, 4, 5, 8. Be one combination. 3, 6, 8, 4, 5, 7 would be another combination. No. You do 4, 7, and 8. No. Are there other combinations? That might actually be it. Yeah, I think that is, because you've got 3 and 6 and 4 and 5. Like 7 basically has to go through the 7 door, and 8 basically has to go through the 8 door. And then 3 and 6 and 4 and 5 basically get to choose which door they go through.
I want door number 8.
Actually, is there a way for 8 to go through door number 7? You would need... Oh yeah, you could do 3, 5, and 8, and then 4, 6, and 7 could go through door 8. So there is one other way you could do it. I think that's the only 3 combinations, though. But yeah, if she's going in door number 8, then it just leaves the other 2
It's the same number as my
combinations.
Got it. You're 8. You're next 7. Which one do you want?
Well, he's gonna have to go
I'll
in door
take
number 7.
I can't get along with that old lady.
What? What did you just say?
I mean...
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
Alright, who's next? Junpei, which door do you want?
Interesting that they give us door 3 as a choice. but I don't think it's possible.
I want to go through door number 3. Nope, you can't. Huh? Why? Because it's impossible.
Yeah.
If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3.
Yeah, there's no way to make it work for door 3.
Bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so they're going to explain the
There
stuff
are
that
two
I figured
combinations
out
that can
earlier.
Go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door.
You know, is that true? Have they ever actually said that 2 teams can't go through the same door? Because, okay, at the beginning, when we split up into teams that went through door 4 and door 5, we saw the one team go through. Did it say vacant again? I mean, it didn't matter then because we could only go through door 4 with the remaining people anyway, but maybe.
I see. That means one team would get left behind.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually the case.
That's right. That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8? No, they're fine. We've got 3 options. Option A, have 3, 5, and 8 go through door 7.
Okay, so they're just going to list out the thing that I just spent a few minutes
And
trying
4,
to calculate.
6, 7 go
Okay.
through door 8. Option B, 4, 5, and 7 go through 7.
Right.
3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Option C, 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8. Those are the only 3 options. That's it. At least if we want to get all 6 of us out of here.
Wait. But that means 5 and 6 can never be on the same team.
Yeah.
If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't go into the same one.
Oh no.
Have you mulled it over enough, or do you need more time? Anyway, that's the deal, so think it over. You've got 2 choices, 7 or 8. You can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're gonna be leaving 3 people behind to die.
I still wonder if that's not the case.
So what are you gonna do? 7 or 8? Time to choose.
Anyways, oh wow, you can actually still force this. Well, now I kind of want to see what happens if you do this. But I think we'll save that for next time. I've been going for about an hour and a half, and I think that's a good stopping point. We'll think about it, see what happens next time. So, yeah, I know, I don't know. I thought about trying to do more reading during the parts that aren't voiced, where they're just talking about objects or items or whatever, but I don't know. I just ended up not doing it. So, sorry if you were hoping that was going to happen. I don't know. Maybe I'll force myself to do it more later, but yeah, I just want to. I don't know. I just kind of want to read it and comment on it, and I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna finish this up for now, and hopefully, if you've kept up watching it this long, you've enjoyed it and are gonna stick with it. But if not, I do still think you should try this game out if you haven't already. It has been fun. It's a little weird at times, but I'm enjoying playing through it again after so long and rediscovering a lot of the weird stuff that they talk about in this game. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll call it here for now. So, hope you enjoyed it, and have a good evening.